What's up? Hey, brothers. Hey. What's up? This is the Reluctant Nabi back again. And, this is going to be a doozy. Remember, this is the why portion of this. And I would call this phase one. Why we must get it together. Why we must stack up and save up our money. And why we must leave the whole damn community alone. Alright, so in this, we will see the clear failings of the single mom-led home that statistics has pointed out that has been so detrimental to us. But the thing is, there was a guy that said, I had my wife of 18 years, but you got lucky because back in the day, this is what was going on. The females, the 80-20 rule, 80% of these females was going out to Freaknik and getting with the thug fizzles, right? And so now they're looking for husbands now after being run through at the Freaknik and the Kappa Beach party and all the rest of this stuff. All right, no. That doesn't make sense now. And as we go through this, just witness with your eyes the devastation that has been wrought upon the community. Not only by the competition between these women to be seen with an image, but in some of these clips, you will see the mentality that these women were raised to have. And you will see the mentality of the Pookies and the passport Pookies and the Pookeishas. All right, you will see how not only is it devastating things in the U.S., but you got some of these dudes, the passport Pookies, that's trying to take this effed up mentality over into other countries. And so people like me are going to call it out and try to shut it down, or at least bring it to attention in the same way they're going to try to embarrass and floss these women in other cultures. We're going to put them on blast the same way this dude did on Facebook. So with that said, let me greet everybody real quick. Haborten harlugu dog ologoide bang basis los ponjamizmi kedo bawani konnichiwa ni hao ni ama sani konani jumbo habaragani assalamu alaikum shalom kumusta ka kumusta pokayo and lava soy full. All right, and so let's get down to business and start breaking this down. First, we're going to deal with the mentality that the ABW have right now with a question that a man asked them. And y'all just got to see this, believe it. All right, pay attention. I want y'all to keep this in mind as well. This is the mentality that the Freaknik mentality brought about, which was the mentality that was brought about by the feminists that decided they're going to be single moms, which was the mentality of greed, the lust for power instead of responsibility. They wanted power without responsibility, but that's not real power. All right, so real power comes with a level of responsibility, but these women wanted the position of the man, but without the responsibility that comes with that position. Now, in all of that, this is the modern day female, especially in the hood. This is the modern day ABW in America.
$2.50 in food stamps or dinner with Soldier Boy.
Food stamps.
Food stamps? What the fuck?
250 food stamps.
$2.50 in food stamps. I'ma pick the food stamps only because Soldier Boy's not nobody. I could have dinner by myself.
So Soldier Boy, who got more money than $250, he's still a nobody, even though he's all right financially.
Food stamps.
The food stamps.
Food stamps. I don't give a fuck about that corny ass nigga.
Corny. You hear the word again. So when these females say, no, we're not saying that, call cap. If better yet, call BS on that mess.
$2.50 in food stamps. I don't give a fuck about no Soldier Boy. $2.50 in food stamps.
Give me them food stamps. I can't make some chicken Alfredo.
I didn't do that Soldier Boy lean since I was 12.
Okay? Now understand this. What's more important to them is an image. What's more important to them is the image. And the image is fading. I want y'all to understand this lesson, brothers. Your image will fade. Who you are as a man will fade if you're not popular with these females' friends. That's why they don't make good wives. And this is not just the mentality of the young ones. You see some of the older ones in there too. All right? And you see a lot of them that grew up on Soldier Boy. Some of them that don't know who he is.
Give me them food stamps. I'm taking food stamps. Fuck that nigga. Who is that?
$2.50 in food stamps.
$2.50 in food stamps.
Food stamps. I could finesse $250K out of Soldier Boy. Fuck is you talking about? $2.50 in food stamps? Be for real.
Oh, the only real one. But she wasn't even talking about a relationship. She wasn't even talking about dinner. Understand the mentality again. Now, she was wise enough to understand that Soldier Boy got way more money than $250, right? But what does she want to do? Finesse it. Finesse him. Finesse is cryptic for be dishonest and try to rob you in some way that you don't see coming. Finesse him out of $250K. Understand that. Now you understand where these false allegations of you the daddy, no you're not.
Bitch, I'll take the food stamp. All right, $2.50 the food stamp.
Food stamps.
$2.50.
Soldier Boy, like he's not even relevant no more. Like, come on, let's next question.
$2.50 in food.
He's not even relevant no more. Next question. Understand, he's not even relevant no more. Next question. And that's all you is to these women. You are only as relevant as you seem to be to them and their friends. All right, now we're going to deal with the passport Pookies. All right, these ignorant simps. All right, and I'm calling them out, right? And this is why I'm calling them out. Here, I redacted the face of the woman, and you know, I let enough be seen, but this person went either to the Philippines or he went somewhere in Southeast Asia and decided to post, first of all, take a video of what he was doing and then post it on Facebook as if he was fronting to a bunch of other thirsty dudes talking about, ooh, I'm gonna go do the same thing too. All right, these are the dudes that need to be dealt with by us. We need to call them out. We need to embarrass the hell out of their behinds. This is nothing but simp behavior. This is the epitome of simp behavior, right? It isn't the dude that went and quid pro quo. It isn't the dude that left to go and find happiness outside of the United States. It's the dude that goes somewhere else and then floss to his friends on Facebook, look at what I did to embarrass the woman, because now her face is plastered on Facebook, all right? And as he tries to front for some dude. And trust me, if this gets around, I hope he know he can never go back to that country. All right? And this is the kind of garbage that brothers like me are getting sick and tired of. All right? Period. This is the kind of garbage we're getting sick and tired of. All right? These are sorry dudes. This is nothing but a sorry dude. Really sorry. Right? And so I wrote in clowning these clowns. All right, and basically, I clowned them because this is the problem I had with it. All right, needless to say, these thirsty dudes start arguing with me, talking about calm down, and that's because they have no home training and they have no man training. I want y'all to understand this. And you can see how they tried to come at me. Period. Alright? They ain't worth garbage. And so you got to deal with these Pookeishas and the Pookies as well. I can go further. Let me pause real quick and say, let's get those thumbs up. I see a lot of people watching the video but not clicking the thumbs up button, right? So, if you can just look down to your right real quick and click the thumbs up button, it would be most appreciated. Alright, remember, let's be brothers and help out brothers' channels at least in that little bit. Now, if you would like to donate to what I do in the community, then my PayPal and Cash App will be in the description box, and along with my email address. But keep this in mind. Before you donate to anybody, you take care of yourself and family first. Alright? But real important, I want to hear your comments, because I haven't seen a comment yet. Alright? So I know everybody don't agree, or I know I got enough intelligent people that have some input on these subjects. Alright? But for that matter, brothers, at least we can do is help brothers' channels out by doing at least the thumbs up. Alright, so look down to your right and do that real quick. Alright, so let's roll on. Alright, so here is something you just really got to see in order to believe. Alright?
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up?
And they're grown women.
What's up? What's up?
YouTube would ban if I showed you what's going on. But I'm going to just let the sound speak for itself. All those women in that laundry room tore that place up. And for what? Alright? And many of them used to be these women at the freak room. Alright? And this is what the so-called Black community culture has come to. Let that sink in. Alright, so here's the other thing. There's another price to pay for this freak mentality here. And that is this right here. And this woman, this Caucasian woman, is going to break it down. Remember, to many of these ABW, size, they say size matters. And I kept telling y'all that the only time, the furthest away a woman is from virginity, the more size will matter. And the only time that size really matters is if you're ruined, right? But some of the times you just need to hear it from a woman, right? Who knows. Understand this. Now, let's break this down. Alright, so brothers, let her break this down.
There's no such thing as a small penis. All size matters. Whether you have 3 inches or 10 inches, they all feel the same. Men have like this unrealistic view of the size of a penis because they're watching like and things like that. They think that they have to have like this mandingo, but
And this comes from the worn out women that tell men this. Now keep this in mind. The ones that's running around talking about the little D energy, big D energy are the women that have been the most worn out, because that's the only time size matters. All right, they're elastic down there, or should be. But after all the toys, Freaknik, and all these things, they have shown themselves not to.
There's no such thing as a small penis. All size matters. Whether you have 3 inches or 10 inches, they all feel the same. Men have like this unrealistic view of the size of a penis because they're watching like and things like that. They think that they have to have like this mandingo, but honestly, the average size of a penis is 3 to 5 inches. So as long as you've got 3 inches, or at least, you know, you're good to go. And if you have 3 inches and your woman doesn't feel that, then the problem is not you. It's her. She's been ran through.
If you have 3 inches and your woman doesn't feel that, then the problem is not you. It's her. She's been ran through.
And that's what we've been saying for a while. And that's why you need to leave. Because there are other cultures of women that value hardworking men, but they also take more pride in not going to Freakniks and stuff like that, and getting run through by a bunch of thugs on a beach or in cars and stuff like that. All right, and keep in mind, while they won't go out to dinner with a dude that got millions, and they take food stamps instead, those same women were giving it up at Freaknik for free just for some drinks and some wacky tobacco. Think about that. All right, everybody, and this is why I state that we should let them hit the wall alone. But not only do we leave alone the women that have been worn out, the Pookeishas, women, single moms, and all the rest of that, but we got to make sure that people know that these clowns that's going overseas and stuff, following behind the true passport brothers, the dudes that are doing things responsibly, they don't belong to us, with us. We are not part of no manosphere or any of the rest of that stuff. None of these pill groups and stuff, even though we might carry some of the ideology. All right, we are men that's not a part of any group. We're not passport bros as a group, because that was a group. All right, but no, it's different from what's going on now. This movement and stuff is righteous men trying to do stuff, but we're going to have the dregs and felons and Pookies and Ray-Rays follow behind, because that's what they do. They follow, but when they follow, they go places to F stuff up and then front like they're really doing something, right? Some of them are wasting their money because they have no intentions of meeting anybody out. They have no intentions of going back, because if they wanted to go back, then they wouldn't treat women in such the way that they have been doing. All right, so now this is the why we're going, right? We're going to start dealing with the where to go and start looking at some of these places and the cost and the benefits to that. And we'll be approaching the why as things pop up. All right, so with that said, I'm out. Peace.